So, hello everybody. So I'm traveling now. I'm in Singapore, and I usually don't give BBC talks when I travel, but in my meditation this morning, I was thinking about a couple of different things that I thought would be good to share with people. So, first of all, usually when I travel overseas and, you know, the transoceanic flight, I usually feel rather sick after I get off the long plane ride. So that's how I felt. And then went to sleep last night, and then this morning woke up and I was having a cup of tea. And the cup of tea just, it felt so good to drink. It felt like really nourishing me. And I began to think of the kindness of the people, you know, because somebody here offered the tea, somebody offered the honey, you know, and I knew I was going to have breakfast, and people were offering things. And yesterday, you know, at the airport, many people came, and it was such a very warm greeting. And so it really was making me think of the kindness of others, you know, which is a meditation I try to do quite frequently because I find it very helpful to my practice. When I consider the kindness of others, my mind becomes much more open, much more grateful, much more tolerant and accepting of others and of all of our differences and of all of the craziness in the world. So I was thinking about that today and thinking, you know, when you do that meditation and you come, sometimes you come with a really strong feeling of like, wow, every small thing I have is due to the kindness of others. You know, just having a cup of tea, being able to do my morning meditation, having a cushion to sit on, having lights in the room. I mean, everything is due to the kindness and efforts of sentient beings. And so, even though I've done this meditation for years and years and years, you know, and I try and keep this mindfulness, I recognize that often, you know, I forget it, yeah? And because you go through life and sometimes you just began to take people's kindness for granted, you know? It's like people give you things, people educate you, you ride on a plane, everything you don't appreciate, you know, or at least me, you know. I stop being aware of that incredible kindness of others and instead just take it for granted. And so it made me think, like, how is this, just understanding how out of touch my mind is with reality. And here I'm just talking conventional reality, the conventional reality of being able to simply stay alive due to the kindness of others. Not only, you know, have an education and have so much goodness and, you know, all, and even my ability to create merit is due to the kindness of others. You know, without others, I couldn't create merit. So just how out of touch with with reality my mind can get when I take all of this kindness for granted, you know, and just assume it's going to come. And then, of course, you know, getting petty when I don't get exactly what I want or the way I want it. And, you know, how stupid the mind can be sometimes, you know, and really ignorant, really, really ignorant, yeah? And so just thinking how important it is, you know, when we talk about mindfulness, to be mindful. You know, mindfulness doesn't be mindful of my actions. It's mindful of what I want to hold in my mind, you know, which is the kindness of others. And then to have introspective awareness to see if I am holding that in mind, or if my mind has gotten where I just take things for granted. Yeah, which of course then leads to complaining, leads to self-pity, leads to anger, you know, none of which are very beneficial, and none of which are really a proper or suitable reaction to the reality of the kindness of other sentient beings. Yeah. So to keep that in our minds always.